Hi, I hope you're doing well. Really grateful to have the opportunity to sit here and talk to you today because it's given me a chance to think a little bit deeper in this critical time. And it's given me a chance to find a little bit of peace in this chaos because there is a lot of chaos. At here we have 7 people. You can't go into another room without someone being in that room to annoy you. And if I do get the chance to leave the house, I'm probably going to the church because my mom's dragging me along to work on the tech stuff or do the live streams there. So no matter where I'm going, I'm finding chaos. And I'm sure if you're staying at home, you're feeling the same way. You're trapped, there's people around you. I think this is a really big deal for some of us young adults where we come back from college or we come back from a house where we were staying and we were so used to having fun. Our friends were there and it was this fun, easygoing place. And now we come back to chaos and there's people everywhere and maybe we don't want to be here, but we're stuck. And if you are getting the chance to leave, you're working. And if you're working, your job's essential. And if it's essential, it's not going to be easy because it would be closed. So whether you're working at a hospital or if you're at a supermarket, there's people everywhere. You're surrounded with chaos and your job just became 10 times harder. And we really feel that weighing down on us. It's not easy. It's taxing. I want to read 2 definitions because I think they're very important. The first one is anxiety, an apprehensive uneasiness or nervousness, usually over an impending or anticipated illness. An abnormal and overwhelming sense of apprehension and, a, and fear, by doubt concerning the reality and nature of a threat, and by self doubt about one's capacity to cope with it. The second one is frustration. And it's a deep chronic sense or state of insecurity and dissatisfaction arising from unresolved problems and unfulfilled needs. I don't know about you guys, but if I'm feeling anything right now, it's one of these two. It's two. It's both of them. And sometimes like I can't escape from those feelings. And I sat down and thought about it a little bit. And when we think in terms of anxiety and frustration, we're stuck in that mindset. We're really thinking in terms of feeling dread, apprehension, and uncertainty or insecurity of things to come. It just puts us in a bad mindset where these emotions take over and we can't find any good, we can't find happiness, we just feel this weighing down on us. These negative thoughts put us in a bad place and it kind of prevents us from finding peace or happiness in this time. And I know it's difficult. It's difficult to overcome those things because there's such strong emotions. But I found one verse reaffirming. In Hebrews chapter 13, verses 5 and 6, it says, "For I will never leave you nor forsake you." So we can confidently say, "The Lord is my helper. I will not fear. What can man do to me?" I think that's really important. We're letting all of our feelings take control. Right here, I mean, we're scared. We don't know how long this is going to last. We don't know how long we have to go through each one of these feelings, each one of these days. But we're called to not fear. The Lord is our helper. He's going to step in and he's going to make sure things go well for us. When you think that way, these emotions, we don't really have control of the future. So if we think that way, we can't change the future. Only God knows the future and has a plan for us. And I think another verse that I found, and that one is Philippians chapter 4, verse 8, says, "Finally, brothers, what is true, what is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things." I don't know about you, but that verse spoke so much to me. In a time like this where we want to think about all the bad things, if we take a time to think of the good things around us, it's going to pull us out of that mindset. If we can find things that are good, things that make us happy, things that bring us peace, we're going to get away from the feeling of anxiety and frustration. We find a way to move past those. I think it's really important. I think it's a challenge that we should all be taking to find those things for us. I know for me personally, it hasn't been easy, but we just installed a new sound system with a sub for watching movies. So me and my dad get to sit down and binge all the Marvel movies again with this deep bass. It feels like we're in the movies. That's just kind of bringing me a little bit of calmness where I can escape from whatever's happening. And with all my brothers home, I found it's a little bit chaotic, but we interact more. With all of us working and doing our own thing, we don't always get the chance to sit down and joke around. has really been comforting for me to kind of regain that connection that I know I had, but I hadn't always fallen on it with them. And another big one is we're having dinner as a family. I know if you're in a bigger family or just a family in general, you probably don't eat all your meals together. You probably, Monday through Friday, you're probably not having dinner together every day. And we've actually been able to do that. We actually have a group conversation and we send in what time's dinner. So we all know that this time we're going to have dinner together. And that's really kind of brought me a little bit of peace because I can look at that and say, that's such a good thing. And when I look at these good things, I kind of forget about that anxiety and the frustration that I have. It kind of brings me out of that mindset. And I think a lot of times we don't take a personal time. Like we don't step aside, we don't pray, we don't read our Bible. We think we are. We think we're doing enough, but we're not doing it enough. We got to find those chances to step away from the bad things that are happening and make way for good things. Change our thought process. Because if we can't do that, we're going to be stuck. And that's what I want to challenge all of you to do. I want you to find whatever it is that's going to take your mindset away from everything that's happening. I want you to make an effort to change your mindset. Allow God to step in and take all that fear, all that anxiety, all that frustration, all that insecurity and wipe it away. We have to do it. We have to go through this day by day. Because if we can't win today, how will we win tomorrow? How will we win the next month? We have to win each day. We have to find the good in each day to propel us through this time, for how long it's going to be. Because if we can't set a time frame on it, how are we going to plan a month, 2 months? We have to go each day. We have to find the good things in each day. I want to thank you for sitting here and listening to me. If you know me, you've probably heard me talk before, and you might be sick of that, but I'm really glad that you kind of stayed through and listened to me. So I'm going to pray and just close us out. So, dear God, I just want to thank you for being you. I want to thank you for being the light in our darkness, that you're able to take all these negative feelings and all the bad things happening, but you're able to bring good. You're able to overcome those things. You take on those struggles so we don't have to. I just pray that you're there for each one of us and that each person makes an effort to reach out to you, and we know you'll respond. All we have to do is make the effort. And that you kind of help us. You give us wisdom and you help us guide us through these uneasy times. And you just give us uplifting thoughts. And I want to thank you. In Jesus' name, amen. Bye, everyone.